Arsenal fans can't wait for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to sign for their club, and they are not alone. With the transfer saga dragging on, even Borussia Dortmund fans are becoming impatient for the striker to leave. Aubameyang has scored 141 goals for Dortmund.He has been their undisputed superstar in recent years. Bundesliga top scorer last season, his goals this term have been invaluable for a team in transition. Yet there are some Dortmund fans who have had enough of the flirtations with other clubs, enough of the constant disregard for internal rules, and enough of the clashes with the club's hierarchy. If the club bosses don't act quickly, they will lose respect and authority. Not all Dortmund fans will agree with him, but there will be many who share the frustration. However valuable Aubameyang's goals, his behavior in the last few months has left a bitter taste which is now impossible for both players and fans to ignore. At a club where the top brass retain at least something of a mandate from their members, it is something CEO Hans-Joachim Watzke and sporting director Michael Zorc will be acutely aware of. His fellow players have played a part in that. Increasingly irritated at the long leash on which Aubameyang is kept, they have reportedly raised concerns with the board. There has also been criticism from outside the club. The likes of Jupp Heynckes and Eintracht Frankfurt coach Niko Kovac have argued that Aubameyang's behavior cannot be tolerated, while Matthias Sammer has warned Arsenal that a rotten apple doesn't suddenly change when he goes to a different club. In the last two games, Aubameyang has been left out of the squad, and his teammates scored a grand total of 1 goal against lower mid-table opponents Wolfsburg and Hertha Berlin. Even in this term, where his relationship with the squad and the club has deteriorated rapidly, Aubameyang has netted 21 times in all competitions. Despite his talent, young Swedish striker Alexander Isak is not an adequate replacement for a club in a bitter battle for a Champions League spot. Daily newspaper Die Welt described Dortmund as a feeder club, a kind of Freiburg for the whole of Europe. Others, meanwhile, have prophesied dark days ahead for the whole of German football. When those stars leave, there are many who will fear for the attractiveness of the Bundesliga as a whole. Jared and Sandro Wagner just don't have quite the same sex appeal. Yet, in football and otherwise, talk of the end of days is often exaggerated. Brilliant, exhilarating and thoroughly good fun, though it was to watch him bang in the goals in recent years. Most in Germany would agree that it is now time for him to move on.